Shalom, this is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. I have an important message about your leaders in the Christian church. Your bishops, pastors, reverends, and ministers are all lying to you and leading you straight to damnation. The truth is, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are the biblical Israelites, according to Deuteronomy chapter 28. Jesus Christ is a black man with white wool hair, according to Revelation chapter 1. Verses 14 and 15. We as the Israelites must keep the commandments in the faith of Christ to receive salvation, as it is written in Revelation chapter 14, verse 12. I've challenged and debated Christian authorities all over the world on these issues. Not one of them has been able to negate this truth. Your pastors have led you astray, worshiping pagan holidays and false gods, just as in the days of old. So join us on our mission to restore the true nation of Israel before the decree goes forth. The work is plentiful, but the laborers are few. Visit our website at israelunite.org or call us at 855-484-4842 to learn more and visit our schools. Shalom.
Push it on other nations in order for them to get what? Funding.
That's right.
Do they not do that? America has a foot on everybody's neck, and they push their laws. What else do they push?
And Egypt.
And Egypt, because we're in what? Bondage, right?
That's right.
So go back to Deuteronomy 28:68. So this is the point right here, sis. This is why I'm bringing this up, all right? Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Sis, you remember what Egypt means? Spirit. Simple terms. What does Egypt mean? I'm just seeing if you're tracking, sis. I see you got a message. Yeah. You got a message. So I'm going to read this script. You can go. But I want you to understand who you are, because it's an important thing. It's important. Then I want to read you one commandment, all right? But real quick, Egypt is synonymous with bondage, servitude, right? Read it.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
Did you know that was in the Bible? Who went on slavery? Who went to bondage with ships? We did. Guess what that means, sis? Who are we? The children of Israel.
That's right.
That's what that means. We're the children of Israel. But watch this. It gets more descriptive.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
The same way he said it's going to happen. Guess what? Did it not happen? Did not this prophecy become history? It happened, right?
Thou shalt see it no more again. And there.
And once we got to this land,
ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Were we not sold when we got off those ships? Who were we sold to, sis? To white folks. What did the Bible call them? Watch this. The Bible is a very descriptive book. Watch what it calls it.
And there ye shall be sold.
We shall be sold
unto your enemies.
Unto our enemies. Because believe it or not, we got enemies.
Right.
And a lot of our people don't know it. Would you say we got enemies, sis? Read.
For bondmen.
For bondmen, slave men.
And bondwomen.
And bondwomen.
And no man shall buy you.
And nobody has been able to redeem us. Not in the 1960s with Black Panther Party. They weren't able to do it.
Teach.
Martin Luther King wasn't able to do it, and guess what? He came with peace.
Teach.
Then you got the whole other end, Malcolm X, who came with what? We need to stand up and fight. Did we get delivered? We didn't.
Teach.
The only way we're going to get delivered is through this Bible, sis.
That's right.
By keeping the commandments of God. I'm going to read you a commandment. Give me Leviticus 13:30, because we got enemies, right? The Bible right there described our enemies would do what to us? They would sell us. The white sold us, the Arab sold us, right? But there's something that we do that we follow our enemies today. We're going to read and show you what it is, sis.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 13 and verse 30.
Across the street. Come over here, bro. I want to show you something real quick. Learn who you are. Watch this, sis.
You don't want this one. Then the priest shall see the plague.
So now, the priest is going to look upon a certain person for a plague, right? It's going to describe something. Listen to this. The colors. Watch this.
And behold, If it be in the skin deeper than this, if it be in the sight deeper than the skin, and there be in it a yellow thin hair.
What is it describing, sis? The priest is going to look on somebody, right? And if he sees deeper in the sight a yellow thin hair, who has yellow thin hair today? White people do, right? The priest is going to look on this person. If they have yellow thin hair, which is blonde hair,
then the priest shall pronounce him unclean.
What is that called according to God, that person? Are they called healthy? Are they called clean? What are they called? They're called dirty. They're called unclean.
That's right.
They had to be put outside of the camp. They couldn't dwell amongst the people. But what's something a lot of our people do today, sis? I'm bringing it out specifically for you because I can tell you've done it for yourself. You didn't know. But now we're reading the Bible and showing you. What's that right there? That color right there you got. That's a yellow thin hair, sis. Is it not? I got glasses, but I'm not colorblind, sis. It was pink, but either way, sis, what's wrong with your hair? Revelation 1:14. What's wrong with your natural hair? Nothing's wrong. So why change it?
I just wanted to see who it was. I've never done it before.
I'll tell you why you changed it. Because you've seen somebody else do it. It was a fashion statement. But guess what? That fashion statement, was it to bring you closer to your God? Or was it to take you further away? Who's that man over there on the far end? Does he got yellow thin hair? Who is that man right there? You know? That's Jesus Christ. He was the one that created us. You think Jesus Christ knows what beauty is? He created us to be the perfection of beauty.
That's right.
Man was created after his image, and guess what? The woman was created after man's image. But they told us, no, this is what looked good. You need to do this. Change your hair like this. But watch what it describes about Jesus Christ.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 14. His head and his hairs.
It's talking about Jesus Christ's head and hairs
were white like wool.
It says his hairs were white like wool. Sis, who has woolly textured hair on the earth today? Woolly textured hair. I'm going to read it again.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So describing the hairs on his head and on his beard is saying it was white for wisdom. When we get older, we get more wisdom, it gets white, right? And woolly texture. Who has woolly textured hair? Hair like a sheep. We do.
Bring it out.
Keep reading.
As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire. Now with that woolly textured hair, it's not saying it was straight. Because what's something a lot of our people do? Straighten their hair too, right? Right. Oh, good. That's a good thing, right? But read.
And his feet.
Now it's going to describe Jesus Christ's feet. We already got, he got woolly textured hair, right?
And his feet like unto fine brass.
Like fine brass. Sis, what color is brass? Brass is brown, right? Read.
As if they burned in a furnace.
And it was so dark it looked like it burned in a fire. If you put that brown in a fire, what does it come out?
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is